I feel like those are the subtle differences that I'm noticing between these two guys.
Yeah. No, you're totally correct, I think.
But it's not like Tamlin's got like a bad mark on him that you can't put. Okay, I already read the first sentence. And it's just as I predicted. Do you know why?
Why?
Because she ain't got anything. There wasn't much to my packing in farewells because she's met like 3 people since she's been there. And
yeah, you're right.
Really, I mean,
she doesn't really meet anybody.
She met Alice and then Lucian and Tamlin. I do feel like they did have her kind of closed off too. Like, how are we supposed to know you're the guy when there's no options?
How indeed.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this first line, I'm not gonna lie, just tickles me because it does. It solidifies everything. She's like, there wasn't much to my packing in farewells. You know why? Because she didn't have any stuff.
Just her crayons.
Just her crayons. She's got her box of crayons, and he's like, all right, the Wolf Uber is ready to go. Okay. I was somewhat surprised when Alice clothed me in an outfit very unlike my usual part, frilly and confining and binding and all that. Okay, so Alice is dressing this up like kind of regal. Maybe that's her way of saying goodbye. I liked Alice. I to be honest with you, she was nice. Her and Alice like connected. Even on the way out, like she's like, I'm not good at goodbyes, but she's like, I hope you get to see your nephews again soon. And she's like, make the most of your freedom. Mm-hmm. So I feel like she was a solid friend, like through this. And I already know Lucian's is at least going to be like kind of like a witty goodbye because I feel like that's so fitting. He's probably one that doesn't like goodbyes either. He's like, those clothes are enough to convince me that I would never want to enter the human realm. I'm not sure the human realm would know what to do with you. I will say, out of everybody, I'm probably going to miss him the most from the Spring Court. Lucian Small Edge. Wait, what? Hang on. Wait, is like Lucian going against Tamlin? Hang on. I'm not sure that I said, Lucian's smile was edged, his shoulders tight, and gave me a sharp look behind me to where Tamlin was in a gilded carriage. When he turned back, the metal eye narrowed. I thought you were smarter than this. Wait a second, hang on. He's warning her. She shouldn't be going. Okay, highlight that. Okay, Lucian's our friend. Okay, goodbye to you too, I said. Friend indeed, it wasn't my choice or my fault that they kept the bulk of their conflict from me. Right there. In the bright sun, despite the High Lord's warning growl. I'm not even going to give her a few more days. Just a few before you send her back to the human cesspit. This is up for debate. I'll see you at lunch. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Even Lucian's like, give her a few days. Like, let's talk to her. And he's like, nope. And I just feel like he just rules kind of with like an iron fist. Like nothing's up for debate. He, what he says goes.
He's a toddler command.
He is. And I feel like too, Lucian wants to tell her something because he's like, and I feel like to him saying, I thought you were smarter than this. I don't know if he's telling her, because he is the one that told us, he basically told us how to get the surreal. Mm. I feel like I actually think he wants us to know what's going on. I don't know if he's not allowed to tell, like if there's like magic and he can't or something, but he's wanting her to figure out whatever's going on. And Tamlin's like, nope, just let's send her.
Sure.
And okay. Did he mean, I thought you were smarter than this? Okay. I feel like I almost want to reread Lucian stuff later. My chest hollow the tasting. And I feel like Feyre is kind of a mess because she didn't get a choice, and then she's like, my paintings, they're yours. Like she's trying to make this because this might be goodbye forever. She's trying to like don't forget me. Mm-hmm. Okay. And yeah, and I feel like too, like she's having trouble figuring out how to express even what she's going through. What did I say? Is Tamlin not going with her in the carriage? Oh gosh. Okay, I thought he was at least going to bring her back. No, yeah, no lingering kiss. He kissed her. He pulled back really quick. I'm like, he's acting like a troll. I'm like, this is crazy. I turned before my vision blurred, but he was immediately there to help. If you watch me take my seat. I could have sworn that I felt my heart crack. I feel so bad, but she's broken. The footman's Tamlin's fingers brushed my mouth. I'm gonna put it out there. Tamlin smiled one last time and said, "I love you," and stepped away. I think he does mean it, but I don't think he really knows what love is. I think it's his version of love. This is like a distorted love. Okay, well, that was so sad. That was it. Like, so now she's. I actually thought he was gonna like walk her back to their cottage, or wolf mode it or something. I can't believe he's just like sending her. Almost as soon as the carriage entered the woods, the sparkle of magic stuffed itself in my nose, and I was dragged into sleep. Oh, so we're waking up on the mortal side? I took in as many details of the carriage. Oh. Okay. Hang on. She's at a chateau? Okay, he didn't leave everything a complete mess, but still. Okay, wait, is this our place? Okay, okay. All of them are. I recognized my sisters before they saw me. Oh, they did live through this. Okay, they approached. Welcome to our home, Lady Nesta. Nesta, don't you recognize your own sister? What of Aunt Ripley? And is she dead? Oh, so they're because she was with the aunt. So he left. Okay. So he left the family in this beautiful chateau, and they never once were like thought about her, like, because how long have we been gone for? That was a story I remember that okay. Wealthy aunt. I know it's like Nessa took in my clothes. I guess they were glamored. I'm not gonna blame them. Okay. She left you her fortune, Nesta said flatly. It wasn't a question. Favor, you should have told us. Oh, how awful. And Father will be devastated that he didn't get to pay his respect. Oh, good. Can't wait to see what he's up to. What good things Papa's been bringing to the table. Favor, you should have told us, Lindsay. Oh, how awful. How cold. I like Favor's like, she's like, Nessa's like, why are you so quiet? And she's like, I've forgotten how cunning her eyes were and how cold. I hadn't forgot her. That monster's still in there. She's just rich now. Nessa's just a Karen. Okay, what happened?
Nessa's like Draco Malfoy.
She is. Like, he didn't do well without his big monies.
Like,
you know? Wait. Well, it wouldn't matter. Their father wouldn't do anything. Didn't you get our letters? She didn't remember, or maybe she never actually got them. Oh, that's so sad. So they don't know anything about it. And again, I don't know how much of it's glamour. I'm trying to give them a pass. I'm trying to, like, I feel like I'm progressing, Melissa.
Proud of you.
I'm giving this family another chance. I'm giving them another shot. She's like, didn't you get our letters? And Favor is like, maybe they can't remember that I can't even read them. Because again, we didn't learn how to read there. Some stranger appeared out front and asked our father to invest his money for him. That's the biggest piece of fiction in the whole thing. Somebody come up to their dad and be like, here's lots of money. I want you to invest. Father was hesitant because the offer was so good, but the stranger insisted, so Father did it. I wonder who it was, to be honest. He used a trunk of gold just for agreeing. Within a month, he doubled man's investment. And you know what? All those ships we lost were found, complete with Father's profits. They're like, Father will faint when he sees you, or maybe he'll throw a ball in your honor. Sounds like a lot of work. I don't know. Nesta fell a step behind us. Be quiet. This is crazy. Okay. So they're. I'm like still trying to digest this. So they don't live in this small home anymore. They're like in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Are they in the same town?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I feel like there's another. She's even saying like he sent me away to keep me safe. He freed me from the treaty, but I didn't. I thought that was like absolute. So I'm like curious of what he actually did. Okay. Okay, let's give Sarah this. These last paragraphs, she kind of leaves like, it's starting to leave more like on cliffhanger. She's like, I had to stay, it was wise to stay here, but I couldn't fight the sensation. Here it is, like a darkening shadow within me that I'd made a very, very big mistake in leaving, no matter Tamlin's orders. Stay with the High Lord, the Cyril had said. It's his only command. I just think it's odd that that's being said while she's having a darkening shadow within her. Because we have one that's in our dreams, and again, it could just be the wordplay of it, but I just think it's interesting, the darkening shadow, that and the shadow is telling her that she's making a very, very big mistake in leaving. So I don't know. Again, she's not. It throws me off because she's not asleep, but the shadow was able to I feel like communicate with her, but I don't know again how it works. If she could hear in that one chapter because he had taken where he had kissed her eyes, but I feel like I'm going to highlight it because again, I do feel like sometimes you get really like. I feel like in these books they give you some real gems in these last paragraphs, and I'm like. I'm here for it, you know? Okay, so that was second. I shoved the thought. Okay, it was in her mind. It's okay. As my father wept at the sight of me, and did indeed order a ball in my honor, and though I knew that the promise I'd once made to my mother was fulfilled, though I knew that I truly was free of it, and that my family was forever cared for, that growing, lengthening shadow blanketed my heart. I need you to know, Melissa, because the shadow was in her mind.
Sure.
And it was in the corner of her. The shadow is spreading in her body. Like, notice that. It's not just in her mind, it's covering her heart. And it's talking to her. It's like putting, which again, it feels like I'm thinking powers, right? I'm like what adds up. Reese is like has some shadow stuff. We already know he can pull memories from mind, so he already has something to do that he can disappear into shadows. We saw that, and he also can like I know he can read her mind, but it's interesting because if he can read her mind and then you have like the shadows as well, I don't know. That's why I'm like
confliction. I'm
very conflicted now because it feels like this is why I'm like I don't think it's Tamlin. Tamlin got what he wanted. He got his goodie and he sent his packet, and then we're back at home now. But there's the shit.
Love it.
What? No, Melissa. And now there's a shadow that was in our head, in our dreams. Now the shadow is in our heart, and the shadow is saying. The darkening shadow within me is telling me I made a very, very big mistake in leaving. Tamlin told us to go, so I don't think it's him. I don't know if I'm just reading into it. I don't know if Violet Sorrengill messed me up with all this dream nonsense where I just
probably
it was probably that one. But I don't know. It just makes me think: is somebody's tugging at her heart now?
I know who's tugging at your heart.
Who? Tamlin?
No, never.
No. Might be Reese.
I think it is. Okay. Good night.
Good night.